Hello everyone and welcome back to Shanahan Militaria. In today's video what we're doing is a how-to video, and it is to put together or assemble an Australian SLR webbing set or equipment set from the Vietnam War up until the early 80s, I believe, when they changed to this uniform from the olive drab. So I have the stuff laid out on the floor. I'm just going to change the view of the camera so you can see what items that you're going to need. So now we have the items here on the floor, as you can see. I have them laid out, so we're going to start here at the top right and we're going to work our way around. So this is the Australian variant M56 butt pack. How you can tell Australian and American stuff apart is you see here on the brasswork, I don't know if this will pick it up, but here on the brasswork you will see a broadhead arrow. That tells you if it is Australian or New Zealand. I believe New Zealand used their stuff that they manufactured for Australia. I believe they use the same thing, but basically it's an Australian proof mark for their equipment. So if you see that mark on their brasswork, it is Australian. I'll just show you here on the belt as well. So here on the belt you can see it, it's just there, the Australian proof mark. That's on most of their brasswork, and it is also on the back of their harnesses. So that's how you tell whether it's Australian or American. So what we're going to do here now is we're just going to, as I said, we're going to talk right. So you have your butt pack, you have, these are the specific SLR pouches. They're slightly bigger than the American ones for the M16. These were designed for the SLR. So you're going to need one butt pack, two of those magazine pouches, two water bottles. Now I'm not sure about these water bottles. I believe that they're 70s era, but it's fine for what we're going to be showing here now in relation to putting this webbing equipment together. A belt and a yoke or a H harness, whichever way you want to call it. So that's the equipment you're going to use. So I'm going to start taking stuff away here now, and I'll show you basically from the start how you start assembling it. So here's what we're going to start with. So you have your belt adjusted to your waist. So what you're going to need to do is you're going to need to bring it in both sides evenly. There's a little hook on the metal. So you just unhook this, you slide the sliders down, unhook this, adjust it one hole at a time, and do that on both sides, and try and keep it as even as you possibly can. So then once we have the belt adjusted, what we're going to do then roughly is we're going to look for the center of the pack. So we'll say from this buckle to this buckle, we're roughly going to count them, or what we can do is we'll flip it this way actually. So we've 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 holes roughly. So 8. So what we'll do is we'll come in 8. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that's roughly the center. So what we're going to do is we're going to flip that back over, remembering that one is roughly the center. And so what we want to do is, so that's the top of the pack. We're doing this a bit backwards now at the minute. So I said, what did I say it was? 8. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So there's your center. So we'll put the center in between these clips. Now this can be a bit rough, a bit hard to get them in. Once we get them in, we get them in. And you may have to fiddle with this a small bit. So, right. So that is roughly the center of our pack. And we'll just try and close these clips. So to close the clips is you just literally push them down. There's a little nipple at the end that just fits into a hole, and you just clip it closed. So that's the center of the backpack, what we're done. So the next thing you do then is you get your yoke. Now I have already adjusted this. So I'll just move this to one side here a second. So when you're adjusting your yoke or your harness, what you want to do is you want to try and have all the buckles roughly at the same distance, and that's to distribute the weight evenly on your belt. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to get the pack. This is the top of the pack. Put it flat on the ground. Now if you look here at these, you have little hooks. Now these are referred to as meat hooks, slang army term, because when they get stuck into you they will rip you apart. So what you do is, this is the inside, so you make sure when you lay out your yoke that your hooks point on the outside, and you just fit them into the slots, the little holes that are here that are provided, and you make sure everything is set and centered. There we go. So that's one done. Make sure your strap has no twists in it. Do the same again this side now. So that's it. In, and there we go. Now she's hooked in. Now, next thing what we're going to do is we're going to put a water bottle on either side. Now, on the Australian water bottles, they have this old clip that goes through the eyelids. We're not going to use that, we're just going to use the belt loops. So the belt loop, self-explanatory. Slide it in. Whoop. Do the same on this side. Now, there we go. No, she's in nice and tight. Now we're not going to worry about it moving around, because when we put the ammo pouches on, it will stop it sliding. We're going to do the same on the other side. Now this one has Alice clips, but I'm not going to use the clips now at the minute. I'm just going to slide it onto the belt to speed up the video a bit. Now, as a ex-soldier, there is nothing more uncomfortable and painful and miserable than to have an incorrect webbing set that doesn't fit you correctly, or it's the weight is distributed wrong or something. It will make your life a misery. So if you're into reenacting and you want to go to shows or you want to portray something, that is number one. Make sure your webbing is correct. So now, there we have the water bottles on the belt. Next thing what we're going to do is we are going to put the pouches on. Now I counted this. You don't want them directly over your thigh, excuse me, or over your front for crawling or moving your leg or anything like that. They're going to get caught. So I literally want my pouch to be here, just after that buckle. So same again with these little Alice clips. Just slide the belt through it, make sure she's in. Bit of jiggling, get the belt in properly. Then make sure the spike on the Alice clips, I just did it wrong myself, goes in to those little holes. There we go. So that's one done. We do the same on the other side. Now, as I said, I want this to be on the inside of that buckle. And that buckle is also going to help the webbing not to move. Sorry there, 1 second. Now, so there's that side done. Just make sure clip is in the hole, and we do the same on this side. Now, so there we go. There is your belt set up. So what we're going to do now for the next part is I'm going to actually put it on. So just give me 2 seconds till I reset the camera. So as I said, we have everything set up now on the ground, on the belt. So what I'll literally do is I'm going to catch the belt and I'm going to put it on my waist. Now, your hips should be carrying most of the weight. So technically you can wear it without the yoke. The yoke is there for added support. So I just pull over one shoulder first. And what I'm going to do is just here, clip in the other meat hook if I can. Makes it a bit harder, but it can be done. Actually, we could do it this way, and then we could click in the meat hook next. So right, so you have this little clip here. This little clip fits into the top of this there. So make sure you're happy with the positioning, and then close it down. Now, these old webbing sets are very tough when it comes to the actual... Oh, where's the other side of it there? When it comes to putting on the clips, sometimes you're going to need the pliers. So we'll do the same again. So there we go, that's her clipped. Am I happy with the side, with the height of it? Yeah, I'm going to have to get the pliers to that one as well. Yeah, there we go. Now, so that's that one closed. Can I get the meat hook on this side? Just unhook the belt a second. That'll make it a bit easier. There we go. Oh. That one is actually corroded. But we'll work it out. There we go. Nope. I'm gonna have to get at that one. So get it this side. So there we go. I'm gonna put it into this side here, so it stops the belt from moving past where I want it to pass. Sorry about this now. There we go. No, that's not in yet. Oh, sure. Good. You know the idea anyway. That's it. And then your meat hooks, or these two straps, are on the belt here at either side. And there you have your Vietnam till the early 80s webbing set for an SLR set up. As you can see, they have these like little quick pull tabs. So that's it. So if you like what we provide here at Shanahan Militaria, please like, please subscribe, please tune in for the next video. And as always, if you want to get in contact with the channel, it will be on the email will be at the top of the video description. Thank you.